I've got one more I'd like to go over with y'all. And that is when people don't understand the difference between being a bottom in a scene and being a submissive in a relationship. So the bottom in the scene is the one who receives the spankings or gets the pegging or even sometimes does the serving, right? It's somebody who wants to, often wants to escape from their lives for a period of time and do the things, whatever those things are, whatever kinky little fantasies their hearts might desire. Whereas being a submissive is somebody who wants to give up power in their relationships, in their lives, to somebody else and follow them. Now, there are a lot of people out there who would say, oh yeah, I love some freaky shit, but don't tell me what to do. That's a bottom, right? Or there's some people who, when they have, their hand on their genitals and they're imagining things, they want to be told what to do. But the rest of the time, they not only are fiercely independent, but they would resent somebody telling them what to do, even with a negotiated relationship. And it's important to me when people approach me that they know themselves, or that they be very clear that they don't yet know themselves, right? Another example of something that I've seen is people thinking that kink, like power dynamics, always involve sex or are the same as sex. So as a dominant woman, I must be the porn version of a dominant woman that, degrades somebody for, their pleasure and, shoves big fat dildos in their butts and, spanks them and ties them up and so on and so forth. Which, sure, sometimes those things happen at the same time, but the power dynamics of dominance and submission are not inherently sexual. Like, I don't just dominate to have better sex. I don't just dominate so that I could stick my silicone cock into some boys or some girls or any butts, right? That's not what dominance is. So thinking that, kink and sex are the same thing, thinking that dynamics are tied in or must be tied in with sex, and not understanding the different terms of being a bottom, being a submissive, being a top, being a dominant, being a master, being a slave, or at least not having a good, clear idea and, being willing to talk about, what are the differences and how might this play a factor in what we do